Sure. Mountain Blade is like a game that combines action, RPG, and strategy elements. What we are going to show today is the multiplayer part of the game, and it's a new mode called Captain Mode. We have basically a video that we created specifically for Twitch.
Well, we appreciate that, because this is the first time you're showing the multiplayer, right? Is that correct?
It is correct. We are showcasing multiplayer first time in Gamescom, and the video right now.
Okay, excellent. So, if you guys want to talk us through it, as we're going to watch, and you guys are going to talk. That's how it's going to work. So let's just see. So we already started in a sort of desert environment here. What's going on? Are these all players?
So this is one of the maps we have for the multiplayer. These are not all players. Actually, it's 3 versus 3.
Excellent.
And every one of them just controls one character, and they also give commands to the troops.
Excellent. So
they're
it's
like
kind
captains.
Of,
yes, they are captains.
So it combines, like you said, strategy with actually like third-person sort of combat. Yes. That's cool. So this guy is an archer, and he's controlling like a battalion of men behind him, right?
Yes, correct.
Excellent. So what's the objective here? Is it just to fight each other to the death, or is there something else going on?
Preferably, yes. You can win if you completely kill the other team. Yep. But there are also flags in the game as well, which if you control most of the flags, then you can just wait out the victory.
I see what you mean.
So you can force the enemies to come to you.
Okay, excellent. So this guy is being...
like tickets and stuff.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of like a morale system, yeah.
This guy's the guys in front of him, were they his troops then? Kind of, it's going quite fast. I'm trying to catch up with it.
Yeah, there are 2 kingdoms here. One is the Khuzais, which are a tribe kingdom, and they have like mostly cavalry troops. They actually, the players here pick mostly cavalry.
Okay.
And the other team is Empire, and they also have cavalry, but in this particular game they decided to go all infantry.
All right. Okay. Well, surely that's a bad choice. I mean, I'm no warfare veteran, but cavalry versus, are they spear infantry at least? That's good against cavalry, right?
Yeah, exactly.
According to Game of Thrones.
Yeah. But here we were also trying to experiment and trying to see what works.
Yeah.
So we decided to just test that particular combination and see what would come out.
I see what you mean. So on the gameplay at the moment, you've got this cavalry guy. He's a mounted archer, right? So I guess when you're playing in the 3v3 mode, do you find that the players are trying to hunt the other players more than anything, rather than the AI? Or do they just try and go kill everyone, basically?
Basically, they try to kill everyone. Actually, like being as efficient as you possibly can is what matters.
Yeah. So don't just sort of blindside and go for one person because you know they're the player. But if you can deplete their troops,
is there any way to actually discern which enemy is the player?
Not really. At the very first, the players have special armor and special looks. But when you are dead, then you take control of one of your troops, and then they have to infer who the player is by
that's awesome.
like sticking out.
Not doing AI movements.
So if you manage to take out one of the commanders, if you like, then they can respawn, but just as a general foot soldier to try and help. Again, as the foot soldier, do they stay in command though? Are they still commanding the troops?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. That's cool. So it's kind of like if you lose your special soldier, you're in trouble a bit, right? You've lost your armor, you've lost some of your better weapons. Is that how it works, or?
It's a blow, but it's not like the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So what's this guy? I'm just watching this horseback archer. Is he just sort of controlling from the back here? How do you control your troops then? How do you go about doing that in the game?
There is a complex order system where you can order a lot of things. That you can order where they move, how they move, what kind of formation. You can order them to do a shield wall or a circle. So there's a pretty complex system that you can specify pretty much everything. So here we also have a system of flags. And if you don't control any flags for a long time, then you basically lose. And the Khuzai team is mostly cavalry, so they went and controlled most of the flags very early in the game.
So they're sort of circling these poor blokes here who are getting absolutely hammered from all angles, it looks like. You can see, I know you definitely know, but we're kind of just trying to see the gameplay here. So this guy, is this a player here we can see? Like, just raining arrows down, and he's giving an order there, presumably.
Do a nice charge.
They are getting hammered, but they do have big shields as well. So what they're trying to do now is get in some kind of defensive formation where they're covering every angle.
I see that. So they're trying to do like a shield wall, and then. But you've got these cavalry units trying to surround them, essentially.
Yes.
So with the cavalry and all of the AI units, you can essentially just do an attack order and can you split up your units and tell them to go different places, or do they just move as one big sort of group?
You cannot split up your own group, but as players, you can
get your
split
own,
up and go different places.
So your group stays together, but there are obviously 3 groups per team, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it just 3v3, or is there any other?
It's actually 5x5 here. Also, it's 5x5.
Oh, okay.
But of course, I mean the game mode allows for larger sizes, but we decided to go 5x5 here.
Okay, excellent. Well, this looks very good. This looks interesting. So.
That man's full of arrows.
Yeah, well, yeah, this guy's he's riddled with arrows there. He's surely not having a good time. I mean, how do we tell who's winning right now then on this game?
From the ticket to the
So
top.
here now the Crusades have the upper hand, and it's mostly because the Empire team actually got a little bit separated from each other. So they weren't able to coordinate too well, and as you can see that they've already made like 2 different groups.
Yeah.
And it allows the Khuzais to deal with the groups one by one.
All right, excellent. So these guys are still trying to create a defensive line. Doesn't look like they're having the greatest time.
Well, so they captured the one remaining flag that's in the game.
All
so
right, okay.
If they can hold out long enough, they will win.
Oh, I see. So they're actually captured. They're on the flag right now, holding it.
Yes.
So you have to be really close to the flag to
capture it. But to hold it, nobody else has to just capture it from you.
I see. Everyone is absolutely riddled with arrows here.
It's just like a porcupine festival.
Yeah, this is good. So, and then you've got, okay, so this is an infantry commander on the Kusite side, is that right?
Yeah, he's an archer. Archer commander.
Okay, yeah. There seems to be a lot of archers on this one. There's a lot of archers. Yeah, let's talk about the weapons as well. So what kind of array of weapons can you expect to play with in the multiplayer?
There are quite a few. You can have basically a lot of different kinds of melee weapons. Polearms, one-handed swords, two-handed swords, axes,
A big warhammer?
maces.
Hammers?
Hammers, we have, kind of hammers. They are not. The game is quite realistic, so you cannot play have an anime kind of hammer. But you have like
more realistic there, more realistic. Yeah. I understand.
More like a mace.
And obviously the weapons are custom. Well, you know, they're right for the army you're playing as. So like curved swords and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's excellent. So, and then you talked about customization options earlier. Like, how deep does that go then? How many? You know, how can you set your soldier to look different to the others then? What makes them look different?
Basically, there are 6 different factions, and they all have different kind of shield types.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Well, in this game mode, not too specifically, because you can always respawn as one of your foot soldiers as well. You can make them stand out by making small selections in weapons, for example. You can select your troop type at the start of the game, like I want to play as light infantry, and then you can make some minor adjustments to, well, instead of spears, I would like to have throwing javelins, or I would like to have maces instead, because I expect to fight more in close combat. Those kind of decisions you can make in this game mode.
Okay, that's awesome. So you can customize it to how you want your
individual captain to be.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So at the moment, I'm just looking. So now they finally defeated that group of men trying to hold the flag. So the Khuzite won that round, right? Those are the cavalry guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But not by many.
I managed
about 8 horses left.
Yeah, they didn't have many units left, did they? How many people were left there? I could see just a few horses, but did they win convincingly, would you say?